And today we will be learning one of our more advanced topics, and that is how to multiply two binomials together. And so if you look at this example here, p plus 2, that whole thing is going to be multiplied by 3 minus q. So essentially what you're doing is you're distributing each of these two terms into this binomial. So you are taking this p, multiplying it by the 3 and the minus q. Then you're taking the 2, multiplying it by 3 and 2 times the minus q. So here is a little trick that has been around forever, and it's the word FOIL. Here's a way to keep it straight. The F stands for first. O stands for outside. The I stands for inside. And L stands for last. And that refers to the position of each of these terms. So first means we take and we multiply the first term of each binomial, the p and the 3. The outside means it's on both ends. Both ends. So we are going to multiply the p times the negative q, or the minus q. You're going to multiply those. Inside are the terms that are right next to each other in each of the binomials. So here. And then last means the last one of each binomial. So if we do that and write each product down, here's what we get. The first, p and the 3, we can write that 3p. The outside terms, p and minus q, we get minus pq. Inside, 2 times 3 is 6. Last, 2 times minus q, that's negative 2q. So here is our product. If any of these were similar terms, we could combine. And that's what we'll do this next one. We have x plus 2 times x plus 5. Let's use FOIL. First, x times x is x squared. Outside, the x and the 5, that's 5x. Inside, that's the 2 and the x, which makes it 2x. And last, 2 and 5, that's 10. Now we always have to make sure we do the right signs. In this case, everything is positive, so we're great. In another one of these, we're going to do some positives and negatives, which make things a little tricky. Now what we do is we take a look, see if we can combine any terms that are like. I notice here I have a 5x and a 2x. So I can combine those. So I've got an x squared, 5x plus 2x is 7x, and then I have a 10. So here is my product. Let's do a couple more examples. 3m plus n, and then m minus 2n. Let's use FOIL. First, 3m times m is 3m squared. Outside, we've got 3 times a negative 2, which is a negative 6, and we've got an m times an n, which is mn. Inside, we have an n and an m, so we have an mn. Same thing. Looks like eventually I'll get to be able to combine those. Just remember, if you write n, m, these are the same terms, because when you multiply things, you can reverse the order of multiplying, not the same thing. So I just like always writing it in alphabetical order. And then the last, we've got n and minus 2n. So our coefficient is a positive 1 and negative 2. Multiply those together. N times n is n squared. So now we can combine these two like terms. negative 6mn plus mn. So we're left with 3m squared. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5mn. And then we have minus 2n squared. Now, here's kind of a fun one to do. And yes, it's kind of fun. So, x plus 3 times x minus 3. We're going to do the first. X times x is x squared. Outside, x times negative 3 is negative 3x. The inside, I, 3 and x, plus 3x. And then the last, 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Now, these two terms we can combine because they're like, they have the same letter. Negative 3x plus 3x, negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So therefore, this drops out. We're left with x squared minus 9. And eventually you will learn why this one is so important. Now we can go practice multiplying binomials.